now it's time to hit the play button. Got questions and answers, but probably sudden. I'm pretty sure I have no clue, but that's how we roll, we're breaking through. I'm pretty sure I have no idea, but we keep it fun, yeah, we keep it clear. Tune in now, let's start the show with laughs and shouts and the knowledge flow.
Did you go finish Stranger Things?
Yes.
New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good too. I saw a bunch of backlash that people were like, this is fucking outrageous with like the
gays.
giant beast and the
Oh,
all that stuff. But I was like, it didn't feel out of place to me. I didn't think it was anything. It's kind of a little bit of what I expected. And everyone's like, why is Nancy Wheeler a fucking like a green beret?
yeah.
Like she's just coming through in like the last 2 episodes. Like,
They're like, who's the bait? She's like, I am.
yeah, fucking Rambo.
Yeah, whatever. It's cool. I don't know what else you want them to do with the characters.
For sure.
I think the character, I mean, they didn't make Hopper had his, whole season
Character
where he was
arc.
a badass.
Yeah.
Now he's just kind of the guy there to help out with a lot of shit. So, yeah, I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, I was happy with it.
And then they do like the end. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. last night watching it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, like the complete wrap up of every single character and the circling everything. Like I thought it was good.
I will say when that one chick goes down, the other like super goes down.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's probably not dead. Blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
right away, Evie's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, just watch.
Yeah.
Like, just made me think right off the bat. It's like, oh, they're just playing some mind games here.
Yeah.
To start with. I didn't think it was.
Sure.
I didn't know
Which
when
they
it
didn't
was.
verify that, right? That just
No.
became a theory at the end.
Sure. But I figured at some point she was going to be involved again.
Sure. She has that ability to mask.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
It's a game we play
Yeah.
after we drink a lot.
4 Xanax.
We play with knives.
Nice.
You know the Knives Out movies?
Yeah, I didn't. We started watching the beginning of the third. Well, I think I've watched all of them, but we started the beginning of the new one.
Yeah.
And there was like, she was like, I think we can watch this with Evie. And then we started watching, and it was like the first 5 minutes. This guy's like, I jacked off 8 times today.
yeah.
I jacked off in the morning. I was like, turn this shit off. Like, this is fucked.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I didn't finish it, but the reason I brought it up is because I will regularly theorize things, and Jessie gets mad at me. She's like, I didn't see that coming at all, and now you've ruined, because a lot of, like, 70% of the time, my guess will be right. And she's like, so we watched this the other night, and I actively shut my mouth.
Yeah.
And didn't say any theory. As much as I want to be like, and then it ends and I'm right. I'm like, I fucking knew I should have said something, but
I like it better knowing it and not saying something.
yeah.
I mean,
'Cause part of me wants to say it out loud and be like, it's fucking right. I know things.
yeah, exactly.
I'm good at solving puzzles.
Yeah. I thought it's coming the whole way. You're fucking stupid. I'm smart.
Nah, I'm so smart.
Yeah. That's why you married me, you dumb bitch.
But that so far, it's really good. I think I watched like 75% of it. That main
Okay.
character's awesome. The boxer priest guy.
Yeah. Like I said, I got like 5 minutes into it.
He's in the very beginning. It's his dialogue, and then he punches that guy in the face.
Yes.
But yeah, that actor, I was looking him up. I don't know what he's known from. Some Royals show or something, I think is where he was big, but he seems like a guy that will have to absolutely become like a superstar after this. You can just like tell by his presence.
If he can fight AI.
Yeah.
Off,
He looks like he can
if
from what
can
I've
be-
seen.
If he can be the last human star.
Yeah. He's got a neck tattoo. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's. We went to the basketball game yesterday. Kyle Kuzma
Yep.
is like a power forward for the Bucks.
I know he is.
And
Jesse, I think, wants to have sex with that guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe my daughter does, too. She's like, those tattoos are cool.
He looks cool.
Yeah, I like that. Not on a girl, on a guy.
They're like on his head, right?
Yeah, just like, yeah. Like
Does he have him like up his hairline almost
yeah,
in the back?
Yeah, probably. He does look like a badass.
For sure. Yeah, well, and he looks Hispanic, which, gets my lady falling off her seat every time.
Yeah, it's just so funny. She's like, yeah, I like she's like, he's cool. He's pretty good too, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Jackson just dropped him from his fantasy team.
How many people is he with? How big is his league?
There's 6 teams.
Seems like I don't know enough about it, but it seems like a bunch of people that he shouldn't even have on his team.
It's hard. I think he pays attention to it way more than I do.
Yeah.
And he is constantly like, he's already spent 2 hours today looking at his team. So he'll scroll and then he'll be like, he'll check stats and he's constantly like, all right, this guy, because he'll look at average points as like his gauge for what that guy should get. I don't know if that's the best metric for him to use, but he does it. I don't really get too active in it. I just watch him do it. Basically comes to me like 12 times a day and he's like, all right, look at this. And then this guy's going to do this. He's like, this guy's way better. So I think he's like actively downloading information. Like I think of his little head just constantly downloading information. I think he has a really good memory. So he's like processing all this stuff. He's shifting players. He trades like a guy like every 2 days. And he's like, all right, this guy's not going to play this week. I want him out. You know, and this guy plays in 2 days. I want him in. And then he'll keep swapping people.
Yeah, that's how, I mean, it's definitely, you always got to start somewhere. And it's cool, like, that kids now can get in and do all those things right away. But it just reminds me of the guys, we played a work league, and the guys who are like, seem to be newer to it or not that involved, they do the same shit where they're like constantly adding and drop. Like, they don't see like long-term value or whatever. It's just like the instantaneous stuff. It's like, I gotta move this and do that,
Yeah.
and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I'm
it's
kind of
gonna-
torn between those two worldviews too, right? Because I think if that's done well, that's can be a very good strategy.
Sure. Yeah, I think that can be the strategy for like the bottom half of your team.
Sure.
The top half has to be like,
Well, that's how he'll
You
never
know,
drop Luka Doncic. He'll never drop.
it was that
Sarr.
it was first pick
Yeah.
was yeah.
Yeah, he picked Luka immediately. And it's just crazy. And then you see like Jokic, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day after the Bucks game, there was like, would the All NBA white team beat the All NBA black team now? Because you could have Jokic, Doncic, you could have.
You're saying the whites are making a comeback?
I'm just saying, like the top end whites
Yeah.
are fucking top end.
Well,
like,
and they're all from what countries are those? Like Romania
what-
and
yeah, I think.
Bulgaria.
Honestly, I don't remember where Doncic is from, but what's his face? I think it's Russian.
Jokic?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I was looking this up the other day with Jackson. We were talking about where they were from. I thought I saw like Bulgaria or
Yeah, and some of that Eastern Bloc shit.
Yeah.
But then with the two new guys from Duke with Cooper Flag and Knipple,
yeah.
that was, I mean, both of them are fucking killing it now too.
It would be fun
like
to see
you just
an
need-
all whites top.
Yeah, you just need to add a point guard. I just don't know if there's. I don't know basketball that well.
I don't even
But
know what a point guard is.
Yeah, I don't know if there's. Look up just point guards. I guess
Hang on.
look up white point guards. Is there a white point guard now?
Hang on. We need to see images of this guy first to see
Yeah,
who-
these are too young.
to see what I'm upset about when my wife
Oh,
leaves
right
me.
there, right there. That's what you're upset about. Go down, down.
Oh,
Yep,
here.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks a little too pretty there.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's perfect teeth.
Yeah,
He looks like he should have been in
beside your wife. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No, he looks, and he's probably fucking huge. He's probably a huge dog on him. He's probably
of
6'6".
course, of course.
Um,
I think he's taller than that
he looks like
and thicker than that.
he looks like
Whatever you were imagining.
he looks like a character from fucking Training Day. He could have been one of the dudes in that house playing cards before
Yeah.
they threw Ethan
A
Hawke in the
creative
tub.
player from Saints Row.
Yeah. All right, white point guards.
Yeah. And then look up how thick Kuzma's cock is. Kuzma cock?
Who is Daryl Brooks? Who is the best?
Just put an
Fine.
NBA white point guard. There might not be any. John Stockton's just gonna come up. Oh, Steve Nash. Current. All these guys are dead. Josh Giddey. I didn't think he was a point guard.
That was back before they changed the
Okay.
league, huh?
Yeah.
Top 30 point guards. Let's just do that and see. No whites.
I mean, I don't know if Luca's still considered one.
What is this? Get out of here with your ad. Oh. Jeez, but Willikers. Don't want your Toyota.
Yeah, so Luca's like a 7-foot point guard, but I guess you.
These
I
guys
guess-
all play
I-
multiple positions, though, right? Because I know when Jackson moves them around in his fantasy league, like an SG, a PG, like all these different things, one guy can go in multiple positions.
Yeah.
So is
I
there
guess.
always like one position that they're predominantly considered?
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, you're labeled as like you could be like a slash. Like they used to have like shooting guard slash point guard. They used to have shooting guard slash small forward type of deal, center slash power forward.
Sure.
So maybe their labeling is in between.
Sure. I wonder if there's one that's considered like predominant, though. Like this is your 70% this, 30% this.
I think it's a little different now than it was in the past, where it was just like this guy is that.
He stays there.
That's his job type
Sure.
of deal. Like John Stockton and
Sure.
Steve Nash when they pulled up those guys. Like those guys they did one thing.
Well, they probably want a more well-rounded now, right? You have to be able to do all the things to compete in the league.
Yeah.
Or a lot of the things.
Yeah, I mean, in watching Knipple yesterday, it didn't like. It's interesting to see him like get the points he got and how he got them, because it was like nothing looked like ultra impressive that he was doing. He's not. He's maybe the least athletic person on the court.
Just consistent.
You're just looking at everyone else, the way they move.
Sure.
Like they are seem so much faster than him, but he's like uses his body and the space that he creates and just seems like fundamentally super sound. And I mean, he does make like slash the hoop and shit well, but he like not like physically impressive. And that's what they say about Luka too. Like he's like a terrible athlete essentially.
Sure, but he's giant and he has good basic.
I think they said his biggest, the thing he's the best at is going from full speed to a stop.
Oh,
That's his
stopping.
That's his superpower.
so he gets someone on their
So
heels and then he stops.
That's how he
and-
can create space.
Huh.
He's just a fucking fantastic scorer.
He's a great stopper.
Yeah, yep, that's all it is. Like he can't, and all
Sure.
these, and I was reading shit about him. They're training these kids when they know these guys are gonna be NBA players when they're 13.
Sure, because they're already 6 foot tall.
Yeah, they're ultra skilled, and they're probably like 6'3" or whatever when they're 13 years old.
Yeah.
And it just be like, okay, what they go to all these specialized gyms, and they're like, all right, here are your strong points, here's what we can work on, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
it was like, this guy's just shit. And his like start to stop speed, his vertical,
It's
everything.
basically like NBA combine shit.
Yeah. So they find out, and then it's just he's an elite at just from start just to stop.
He's
Go
good
to complete stop.
There has to be something too about like just your ability to score points, right? From different spots on the court. Like, is he good at threes? Is he good
Yeah,
at?
he's good at everything. I mean,
Okay.
he just scores. He's the best scorer in the league
Okay.
by a far margin, I believe.
Who do you think's number 2? Is Jokic in this?
No, he's a center.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the. Let me guess. Number 2. See, I didn't even know if they consider Luka a point guard.
Yeah, so that might fuck with your guess.
And so I don't know if. Oh no, they wouldn't consider him a point guard either. I don't know. I've got no clue.
What is Giannis?
Giannis is a power forward. Power forward.
Sounds like such a gay term.
Yeah, power forward.
Oh,
I didn't know that they considered him a point guard either.
yeah. Jackson's got a
Crush on him.
maybe. He's got a someone. Obviously, somebody on the league has him, and Jackson watches it constantly. He's like, "God, Alexander, he's so much every time." He like sees Alexander playing, and he's like, "Shit."
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a lot of people don't really respect him
Okay.
as he plays to foul a
Okay.
lot. He's fucking awesome though. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got no clue.
Seems
on
like
this shit.
OKC is just ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
So Jackson has Holmgren from OKC.
Yeah.
Just funny. So we're watching an OKC game, and he's like, He's like, that guy's old, right? He's like, look at how he moves and stuff. I was like, I don't think he's old, buddy. And he's like, he looks super old. He's way older than you. I was like, I don't think so. So yeah, we look it up and he's like 23.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And so then I explained to Jackson, said sometimes when you're really skinny, it ages you. And like that guy's, 6'7", $150. He's so skinny. He's a skeleton. So I was like, that makes you look old.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably only going to live to be like 50 years old, so he's
Sure.
going to look older. He's from Wisconsin too.
Okay. Tyrese Halliburton.
He's out for the season.
What a last name.
Yeah, he's out for the season with I think he tore his ACL in the NBA final last year.
Okay.
But Brunson, the dude above him,
Yeah.
is
Tyrese
fucking
Brunson.
awesome.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was on him and Luca were both on the Mavs together.
Okay.
And then
They left?
they both got traded.
Same time?
No, I think it was like a year apart.
Who's that new
Cooper Flag?
the new cornerback for the Packers?
Oh, Diggs, Travion Diggs.
Is that a good-
Is it Travion? Stefan Diggs' brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this guy good?
No.
Oh.
Well, who knows? Maybe he'll be great.
Is he young?
No. Young
Not for the
in
league?
young in the terms of the earth, but not not for the league. No, he's probably like 26.
Sure.
Yeah, 27 maybe. He's
There's NFL players that hit their prime in that, like, between 25 and 30, right? Not usually?
yes, wide receivers.
Okay. That's, well, cornerback is essentially that, right?
No, they cover the wide receiver.
Oh, he's a defensive player.
Yeah.
I thought I saw an article and like just the wording I saw was like, oh, this guy's an offensive player.
No, he covers them, and he wasn't even a full-time player, and Dallas just dropped him. But like 3 years ago, he had like the most picks in the league and was like considered pretty highly.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe it's a coaching thing. Maybe it's a motivation thing. You never know with these guys.
Gonna get that LaFleur in him and just excel.
Yeah, you can fill him up with LaFleur. See what happens. I think people really like him.
Yeah. He looks like a giant human
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Just that picture, he looks like
Yeah.
a giant human.
Yeah, I like him. He's a good player.
Yeah. Ja Morant.
Ja.
Ja.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's like he was probably gonna be like the face of the NBA. He is a superstar, but he like got suspended for like gun related shit like multiple times.
Oh,
It's just
no.
a fucking dumb shit so far.
Don't do that.
I think he's kept his nose clean over the last like 2 years, but
Doubt it.
I mean go back go back up. Well, I just want to see his like stat line on that. Oh, see, this is old too.
It's 20. Oh, they got just his earnings for this
Yeah.
year. So 2 years ago, a season before
I
this
mean,
one.
he's a good player. He's smaller.
I mean, I guess they can't give you 2024, 25 stats yet because
Yeah, they can.
well, I guess
That's
they
already
could.
over.
Right,
That season's that
Now
season
it's
is over.
25, 26
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's why nobody fucking watches AOL Lab.
Yeah. Fucking unprofessional piece of shit.
It's cool to watch Jackson
Find his own way into it.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
really into it,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of the time kids get into what their parents are into because their parents are into it. And I'm just happy to see him. I think honestly what it was is him going to school, seeing his friends have all this knowledge about sports and him being like, I don't know anything about this. So that just motivated him to be like, I want to learn. And then anytime he got invited to any fantasy league, any sport, anything, he's like, yes, I'm in. I want to learn as much as I can. And now I think it went from him just wanting to feel included to him just genuinely
Sure.
enjoying it now.
Yeah, that's what all those guys I grew up with all were way more into sports than I was for sure. And then they did fantasy for the first time. I was probably like a freshman in high school or something like that. So
Yeah.
it was all on paper. Like you told them who you were going to play. There's no Thursday night games. There was Sunday and Monday. That was it.
Yeah.
So you told them who you were going to play. I don't even remember making substitutions. I think if you had to make a substitution, you called.
This wasn't even online.
No.
You're writing this down?
Yeah, so they wrote it down, and then they would go to George Webb's every Monday. Mark he probably went at the end, but Shimo, Austin, and Eric Smerzik all went to George Webb's every Monday morning.
Yeah.
Then they would go through the stat lines in the paper and write down who got what points.
Wow.
For whoever. This is what
20 years ago.
Oh yeah, I mean I was freshman in high school, so more than that.
Yeah, 24, 20.
It was
Yeah.
1999,
Yeah, that's crazy.
something
26,
like that.
27 years
yeah,
ago.
you're pushing 30.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
That's cool though to think of at that age. You know, that was back when you had to put a lot more
yeah.
elbow grease
These
and
guys are
legwork
mania.
into.
These guys are in third grade and they're fucking reading the sports page and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, right. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I was like, I'm gonna do that. It like lasted like a day.
Yeah.
It's like get halfway through.
It's just
something.
never
Like,
sunk its hooks into you like that.
No. And like I said before with any of this shit, it's like if there's no like monetary gain, I probably wouldn't be interested in any of it at all.
Sure.
And without there being like, you know, some sort of gambling aspect, that's the only thing that kind of keeps you online. It's fucking your audio up.
I just thought
I'm
of
gonna
it.
have to delete all this.
I just thought of it now. We'll see if it makes a big difference. I think the microphones are actually pretty good about.
Well, you can tell when you take the microphones off and someone's talking. Like right now, we're talking way louder
Yeah.
than what's coming through the mic is pretty good.
Yeah.
But when you kept talking, I pulled them off and grabbed something. You're like, "Don't fucking blah blah blah." It's just so loud. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they can hear everything upstairs.
Yeah. Us talking.
Mhm.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I was thinking about that too. I told the kids, I was like, all right, you can either be down here, watch a movie and be quiet. And they were like, maybe we'll do that. And I was like, you should just be upstairs, actually.
Maybe you should just keep respect for your father and stay upstairs.
Yeah.
I think this the move brings some low alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. I got some bush lights in there too. And
Yeah,
something a little more easy.
because I'm gonna be like, I just constantly drink
Yeah. Me too.
water and coffee and whatever it is, just
Whatever's in front of you.
just nonstop drinking. So it's like you put 10 IPAs that are 10% in front of me, they're going down.
Yep.
Put 10 Modelo's that are 3.5 or whatever,
Yep.
they're going down.
I'm in the same boat.
We're not gonna. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Oh, what was I thinking earlier? I was considering if I was always in fight or flight response just constantly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I want to leave wherever I am almost all the time. Like if we're like in a conversation, just normally I'm like, okay, when's this gonna be over with? So I can just not, and I have nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Just like I just want to get the fuck out of
I just don't want to do this.
whatever this is. Or like I'll go to at work, I'll go to sit like I've got to say something. So I go to whoever's office, I talk to them for a minute, and then I'm like, my hand on the doorknob, like
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
You just keep talking, and then I like shuffle around, and I'm like standing there, leaning against something. I like
Yeah.
find myself slowly creeping back to the door.
Yeah.
I'm like, geez, you just gotta fucking sit with it
Yeah.
for 1 second. But I was like, am I just constantly in fight or flight?
Or like you just
All the
want
time.
like new stimulus, like you're bored with the bullshit, like small talk stuff.
I don't even know. Well, probably, but it's like I think I enter the situation like I gotta go.
Yeah.
Right away. I was like, I can get out of here.
Yeah.
And then it's like I think about the same way I operate, like in traffic or whatever. I'm like, I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Nothing to do. I got 10 hours. I need to get home as fast as I fucking can. and like get the fuck out, get out of the way. What are you doing? You know, I'm freaking out.
I have nowhere to be. Get
Yeah.
out of my
Yeah, I need to go sit on the couch and be upset because I have nothing to do. Can you just move? Yeah, I was just trying to find shit to do yesterday. Like
Yeah.
I had nothing on the schedule at all. But I woke up, I rode that bike yesterday, and I was gonna put all those. I bought all those rock climbing holds.
Mm-hmm.
They come with like you like drill a hole, and then it's got like spikes along the edges of it. I don't know what the piece of hardware is called. And then you would hammer that in, and they put a screw, or not a screw, a bolt into that that goes into the handhold.
So it's not just the bolt; it's also those hooks
Yeah.
pressed into the wood.
Yeah. So, but like, I like could maybe fuck around with it. It's not strong enough. I'm gonna have to go buy new hardware and just drill a hole straight through it and then put a washer and a
you just
nut
putting
on the
them
back of it.
Through like the joists in your floor in the basement.
Correct. Yeah. And I was like, this is pretty good. I just don't want my daughter having a fat friend come over. They're like, oh, let's go, blah, and then just fall backwards onto the concrete.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
like if it was just me and I was gonna be fucking around with it, but I basically did it for her just to. She was like, we should do that. I was like, that sounds awesome. Let's go. And
Yeah.
I've like wanted to put different handholds for different pull-ups and shit throughout there anyways. So I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't strong enough. I don't know if it's the
What do you
wood.
mean not strong enough? Like you feel it creaking, like it's
Yeah,
shifting?
it feels like it's gonna move. Like they're not like super tight. I think it's the lumber that is going into as well.
Oh, like the.
Like
I would think that's got to be good though, right?
I don't know if it's like
It's 50
feels
years old, but
softer. Feels like softer, like when like the spikes that are off that piece of hardware, and I don't even know what it's called. So it's like
still. Is it like a little metal cleat that like
Yeah.
pounds into?
Yep. It's like a washer with like 4 cleats coming off the back, and then a concave piece that has screw that you screw into
Mhm.
that goes into that. It
And there's just
doesn't-
like you go all the way through, and then you got a nut on the other side.
no nut on the other side.
Oh, so it's resting in the wood.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you need to go all the way through.
which is not long. Those aren't long enough.
So you'd have to
for.
get your own bolts.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be way better.
But it was like I could hold on to it and go, but I like it just didn't feel like ultra strong.
Yeah. No, you don't want to push that. Fucking fall in the middle of a pull up and break
Yeah.
your ass.
But I set it all up. I had everything set up and did it, and then I just got busted on that. I was like, all right, fuck it. And I was talking to you about doing the simulator, but then we ended up doing the Bucks game. I was like, yeah, that was like, even just me and her going to the Bucks game. That's like $250,
Yeah.
like just for not great tickets,
Yeah.
driving down there, parking, getting something to eat, a little, and not, she got pizza
Yeah.
type of deal. It's like, it's quite a bit.
A $15 slice of Ian's pizza.
Yeah. But I got part of my, I didn't make any New Year's resolutions, but it's like, I need to start like doing more shit, just like getting out there and making more memories or doing more activities and just doing more stuff. I was like, all right. And it sucks like a 7:00 start. Like my day is basically fucking over. And then I'm going to decide to do something. It's like,
Yeah.
it feels like you've wasted a big part of the day and then you're just throwing something on at the end.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was a good experience for sure.
Yeah, you said you're interested in more wave games?
Yeah, I think so. Those,
They're the best, dude.
yeah, it was pretty fun.
Doesn't cost that much. Beers and stuff, like anything can cost a lot, but it's like for 2 tickets, you would have spent,
Hey.
$90.
Can you go, when you get off on Kilborn,
Mm-hmm.
I think that garage you go to, you can get off the ramp underneath the
Is
tunnel.
the left turn into the garage?
I think so.
I was talking to Jesse about that, and I wasn't sure. And I'm
I
like,
don't
I
know.
don't want to go down there and find out it's wrong.
Yeah, I
And then
don't
I'm
know
like,
either, but it
where
like
the
just
fuck am I?
logistically, it seems to line up where it would be.
That's what I told Jesse.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what I always think of? I'm going to go in there, and then it's going to be 28 days later. And there's going to be a broke down car and a bunch of zombies running.
Yeah,
I don't wanna go in that
think
tunnel.
I think it's right there
It makes sense. I think so too.
because we were driving in there. I was like, that's fucking gotta be it.
But I've never inside of that garage as many times as I've been in it. I don't think I've ever looked around for another entrance. Because there would have to be another entrance then, right?
Yeah.
Directly into the
Yeah.
garage. But it
But-
does make
But
sense.
parking garages are a fucking maze. They barely make any sense to fucking begin with.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I'm going out. You're like, I'm going up. Somehow I'm going down now. And then you're like, I know it makes sense, but when you're doing it, it seems like it
Yeah. Counterintuitive.
doesn't make any sense at fucking all. It's like, how are people who know parking garages, they're like zigzag to the fucking bottom of it to start with, so they can be the first one out to begin with.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, there's no way out. Like, back up. Like, where do you get the balls to fucking
Yeah.
start this way?
Yeah.
But
And then you have to start over. You get down there and
Yeah.
there's no spots.
yeah,
Go back to the top.
yeah, that's just again, like I said, when I was in Madison and I felt like a fucking country bumpkin every time I go into one of those. I'm like, okay, I know that I have to go here, but it's just, I'm afraid to push my limits with the tricks of the trade.
I think Jessie went to a concert in Madison and she parked in a parking garage and she had the truck. I think she said the truck was hitting, they have like the height
Yeah.
things. I think she said she drug across one of those in the truck. I was like, dude, those are like referencing where the concrete is.
Yeah.
So if you start driving beyond that, and you start dragging the top of the truck, I think she said she ran into something and like an alarm went off or something. So she like stopped and parked. I was like, yeah, that's because I think it's,
She probably just got away with one there,
yeah.
huh?
I'm going to back up over these spikes. That'll fix it.
Yeah, when we used to use or move heavy equipment from Lannon to Sussex, and then we'd just drive it down the street, and then you would go and someone would stand on the catwalk of your loader or whatever with a broom and lift up the power wires as you
Oh.
were going by.
Wow.
It was so fucking sketchy.
Yeah.
But it just felt so illegal. Like you could just you didn't have to do
yeah.
call the city and be like, hey, we're gonna do this now or whatever. We're just like, we're moving this stuff.
Feels like OSHA should be there.
Yeah, like
regulating.
like something should happen.
Like, no, just don't get electrocuted. Grab
Yeah.
this broom.
We did take one out one time. I remember.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like a phone cable or electric.
Just a wire came down.
Yeah, I wonder if there's got to be some sort of regulation. I would assume power cables need to run parallel to the road, not across it.
There's definitely some do, right?
I don't know. That's what I mean, maybe it goes across at some point,
It
but there's
has to
got to
at
be
some
like
point.
a gigantic clearance or under the ground or
Yeah.
whatever it would be.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Or there's depends on the neighborhood, right? Like, well, a fucking 20-foot tall thing's not going to come through my neighborhood. But, maybe if you're off of Chicago, in that
Are all
area,
your cables underground here? Are you have
there's power lines up.
power line? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
'Cause
everything
one of
by
them
us-
came down when our tree fell. It took out a power line.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
run in the easement in the back. They run along that whole easement that goes up to 94.
Are there any piece of shit kids that hang out on that easement?
Not anymore.
Gotta be not no more. They ain't no easement children.
No. You know what that used to be back there?
What's that?
It was an old, like, tiny railroad. So Jackson and I went back there with his metal detector and we kept finding railroad spikes. So I started looking it up and that was like, I don't know, the early 1900s, late 1800s, something. There was like an old tiny railroad. It wasn't like a full-size railroad. I don't know if it was a little people train for fun. There was a fucking rail that ran on my whole easement.
Or some sort of business use something to move from one side of the
Yeah.
lot or whatever. They do that at that place behind me. They'll move gigantic generators.
Maybe it was connected to like the quarry or something.
That would make sense.
That easement runs right up to 94 there. 94 runs like right over the quarry, or right past it. And that big train station's right there by the quarry in Waukesha.
Yeah,
that
by
train
Payne
hub?
and Dolan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if there's something with that.
Is that it for train talk?
Yeah, you got more train stuff?
Let's talk trains.
Are you caught up on
Locomotives. Oh, go ahead.
You caught up on Fallout?
Yeah, I just watched the third one, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just watched it this morning when I worked out.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Dude, I don't know if it was all the beer I drank or all the edibles I ate when I was watching episode 2 of the new season, but I was like, is this becoming like an epic Game of Thrones style show? I was watching it. I'm like, this is fucking incredible. Just the way
Yeah.
it, like, the
It's
character
splintering
building
off.
It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so well done.
Well, yeah. I thought like it's such an open space too to do things with. You've got this baseline. I think what they did smart with it to begin with was like they captured the essence of the game.
Yeah.
Like just the kind of, I want to say, attitude of like, it's kind of like a little goofy, a little,
A little dark.
super violent, you know, that type of deal. And I like the whole like basically a different world had like if you had to guess from like that the whole world of the whole Fallout world to our world, where's like the split because they start like all the cars are powered by like nuclear
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. There's like just like a split of normal reality to this. So once you like take that in, you can build off of that
Yeah.
from and go in any direction. And you could just take teams of people and be like, all right, this is what this is the basis of the world we live in. Now you think of something. You
Yeah.
think of something. And then let's bring all these stories together.
Well, and they probably also tell all those people play all of the game, play Fallout 3 and Fallout 4,
Sure.
beat both games.
Sure.
And now you're ready to, because it's like the idea that you have that kind of material, like there's so much in that world. It's just this open world scavenging, scrounging, fighting, building. It's such a cool, there's all these factions, the California New Republic,
So how much of it I'm trying to remember, like I'll probably go back and watch all of it again on like one sitting. And I didn't like this when this one came out, I had like I feel like I sent you a message like 2 or 3 weeks before it was coming out.
Yeah.
Like I wish I knew 3 months in advance so I could have
Caught
started
up.
like
I
I'll watch
watched season 1 twice, but
You
it's
did?
still vague for
Okay.
me, you know.
Okay.
Because I think every time I watch those shows, I'm like working out or something. So
Yeah.
I'm not just
You're
sitting.
half in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think the world that they're working with is such a open, there's so much. There is so much to work with there. And I think making the main characters so far are like this innocent girl, Vault Dweller, which is essentially, like you said, they capture the essence of the game by kind of following her, right? The game is you escape the vault and you come out to this post-apocalyptic world you've never seen before. You're idealistic. You grew up in a world where people cared. And then you have the ghoul, Walton Goggins' character, who's just like fucking cutthroat, doesn't give a shit, been around for hundreds of years. The world sucks. It's just such a cool,
Yeah, the angel and the devil on your
Yeah.
shoulder type of deal.
so like dichotomy. It's like such a difference.
Yeah, the setup too with just the big idea of that they basically ruined the world to rebuild it from their own.
Yeah, greedy viewpoint or ideology.
It's interesting. Yeah, they could do anything, and they haven't really done much with like the beasts of the land, right?
Yeah, you saw the bear, you saw a scorpion,
Yeah,
you saw a rad roach.
but you could do, you could make a season basically against the fight against them.
Just wait till
Yeah.
they get to super mutants.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
those
that's
are
right.
fucking wild characters.
Yeah,
Giant, but they're
Yeah.
all Dwayne Johnsons on steroids. They're all Bane from Batman.
So what is Amazon? Amazon has The Boys.
Yeah,
What else did they have?
they did all the Terminalist stuff, right?
I don't even know. I've never even heard of this.
That's a Terminalist is like I think it's based on like Jack Carr's books, maybe like military books.
Okay.
Chris Pratt. I think Chris Pratt was in the first one. He was the main character, and then they came out. I don't know if it was a show. The first one might have been a movie.
Okay.
And then the second one has Taylor Kitsch, I think, plays the main character, and it's like Terminalist something Wolf, Dark Wolf.
Gotcha.
So I think those are like a big deal that they
Because
have.
they tried Lord of the Rings. Is that still going on?
I don't know because
Yeah.
I'm sure like everyone else, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I watched the whole. I think I watched the whole first
I
season
couldn't.
of it.
It just didn't latch on to me. I love that world. I've
Yeah,
watched the new
yeah.
Hobbit movies a bunch of times. I've watched Lord of the Rings a bunch of
That's
times.
what I was gonna watch on this break here, and I didn't watch it. I watched the first two Lord of the Rings this break, and I was watching the extended ones. So those are like fucking 4 hours long or whatever. So you get all pumped up about it to begin with, and then you've watched 8 hours of it already, and you're like,
Yeah.
how much further can I go?
Yeah, it's a lot.
But yeah, I never saw any of the Hobbit movies.
What?
Yeah,
I think they're better than the Lord of the Rings
Really?
movies. I do.
really.
They are so good.
Okay.
The character development, Martin, the guy from Fargo.
Scorsese. Yep.
yeah. Martin Short. The guy who plays Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. He's an outstanding actor.
You should have heard my wife trying to remember what his name was. It was fucking perfect.
Dildo Baggins.
No, it was just like it was just like every iteration that you could think of that wasn't Bilbo Baggins.
Sure.
She's like, bag, Bilbo? Bilbo? She's like, I'm like, just tell me what it is. I'm like, you'll get there. You're almost there.
Bobo Big Time?
Big Bob, big up. Bilbo. It's Bilbo?
Big Papa?
Yeah, it was fucking perfect.
That's awesome. I think Jesse went with me to watch the Desolation of Smog, which I think is the second one in the theater, but otherwise she's never watched any of that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the original ones in the theater. They came out on Christmas each year. So I think it was like probably 2001, 2002, 2003 or something like that. But I remember like being so excited for that shit.
Yeah.
You know, when you know they're made, they're just waiting a year on it to capitalize. Yeah, they're fucking sweet.
Very good. Who makes those? Jesse Jackson?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's who did it. But Amazon hasn't like I guess my point was Amazon's looking for like their
standout
hit, their
show.
big hit.
Sure.
I mean, is The Boys that big?
I think it was a big deal. I think
they've
it lost some of its luster in the last couple years because
Yeah.
now they have the spinoff.
It's I was
Gen
gonna
V.
say like they made another show based off it, so
I mean,
it must
Gen
have
V's
done.
kind of weird woke a little bit.
Oh, really?
Like one person superheroes, they can be a guy or a girl.
Oh,
All right.
that's fun.
And
That doesn't seem like a superpower at all.
no, I mean it works for certain things. That's why if you want to write that in, you can make it work.
In real life, what is the best
I think they're also
youth
very strong,
scenario?
but
Oh,
it's not just their appearance. They're also
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
But it's a college. So Gen V is like the soups all going to a college
okay.
for superheroes.
Okay.
But then it's the same thing, right? Everything's dark. You know, there's a bunch of nefarious shit going on behind the scenes.
So there's definitely a date rape episode.
Yeah, I mean, I think
It
there's one.
involves the boy girl.
I mean, there's cool stuff in there where they're like at a party and there's a guy doing blow and he can make himself as big or small as he wants. While you're like somebody walks into a room and he's like running, he's tiny and there's a chick with her legs open and he's running full blast into her pussy. And then I think like he sneezes and gets big and explodes her and she's gone now. You're like, holy shit. Like, and that show is good for that kind of thing. You're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
what a crazy scene.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the last season brought with the regular one.
I mean, I think the last season of The Boys,
Yeah.
I think it got a lot into like political shit, which is one of the reasons I think a lot of people leaned away
Bailed
from
on it. Yeah.
because they were trying to make it vaguely connected. Homelander is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know, he is this all powerful, I want to control everything dictator. And I think when they did that, it's like, it gets a little bit away from like what they had.
Sure.
So
What is the fucking? Why do people want to make anything political?
I just think
Like what like value does that add to? Like you're trying to gain viewership through.
I don't think
like,
that's it.
No, you're just trying to sway people.
I
Like
don't think that's it either.
what do you think it is?
I think they're virtue signaling.
me
Saying
what?
like I'm on the right side, you know, or somebody that constantly wore a mask during COVID, right? Even when they were gone. I believe so much in this side of things that I'm going to follow the rules, or you know, or somebody that would stand up at a comedy show when a white guy on stage makes a black joke and goes, well, you can't talk to him that way. It's like, dude, you're at a comedy show. Stop pretending to be this white knight.
But who's virtue? I don't get what you mean.
I
Who's
think
saying,
producers or writers or somebody in power.
yeah, but who knows? And that's just a virtue signal to their peers
I
because
think to Hollywood. I think Hollywood's super woke.
so you think it's to get yourself another job?
Maybe it's
Like
that.
I made this. This is my.
I'm on the right team. I'm an
Yeah.
ally.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of what it is.
So does like just money not talk anymore? As in like viewership, but
Maybe.
you know, butts and seats type of deal. If you just make good shit without any, you know, political viewpoint or pushing anything.
I think there's a place for that for sure. But I
That
think
should be the only thing for
I agree.
entertainment. I mean,
I
there
agree.
shouldn't be a place for anything else.
but that's just not the world, right?
So were they doing this shit in like the 90s and you just didn't know?
Maybe because I have that idea too when I talk about politics with like, somebody who's my parents' age.
Yeah.
I'll go like, has it always been like this? Because it feels real crazy. And they'll tell me no, it wasn't like this. But they're also in the world that I'm in where things are more readily available than they ever were before. So maybe political rhetoric was crazy back then. You just didn't have access. It wasn't in your face constantly, but like you said, like maybe in the 90s they were doing shit like that and it just didn't feel.
Like what movies have like you throw it in here even like what 90s movies have like strong like political like sways one way or the other. I don't
Sure.
even know how to say it correctly, but
Yeah, political leanings or political.
like they maybe you just never notice. Whoa, what's that? What's that? Is that supposed to be me and you? Wait, am I?
You're
Are
this
we
guy.
vampires?
You're this guy.
Dang.
Only because my hair's dark.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm thinking.
I said, so I made this the image for our most recent episode. And I said, create an image of with cool world theme with a podcast studio in the
So
front.
this is Tokyo.
Yeah. Tokyo
Okay,
cool. World.
Cool.
So,
Some sort of man from Namek.
yeah, he does look like a man from Namek.
Yeah.
Good call.
And then
Is
a
that
dude
Piccolo's
from
uncle?
Arthur on the other left-hand corner. Arthur's
This
cousin.
one
Yep.
with no nose?
Yep.
The noseless Arthur?
Yep.
And then
And
this.
then a 1940s Italian housewife
Yeah.
in Japan.
And then there's Naruto.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know who the other one is.
Yeah.
Boondocks? I don't know.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely look like a vampire. Do you tell me to make
Yeah.
you look like a vampire?
Yeah. I was like, make it look like I want to suck the other guy. And it was like vampire. I was like, well, that's
No,
not
no,
what
no,
I.
no. I didn't mean that way.
That's not what I meant, but I guess I don't got all kinds of time.
Yeah.
Let's see. What movies made before the year 2000 had heavy political or social messaging? If that's the right way to word it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I guess I don't have
Mr.
it.
Smith Goes to Washington from 1939. I mean, it might just give me like a few good men, right? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. So, politics, power, elections, the candidate, wag the dog, primary colors. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know how to word it because we're not looking for political movies that
Yeah.
seem like the director or the writers snuck some political shit into it.
Yeah, I guess there was probably always this stuff, right? Like it's just how you were looking at it. You were probably just dull to the fact of whatever, but the same as like Christians being like, look at Elvis fucking moving his hips like that, gyrating, fucking
Sure.
getting me all soaking wet over here.
Yeah, getting my wife all wet.
Yeah, like this guy's the devil type of deal. Like they saw whatever they wanted to see in it. Maybe it's just a little more blatant at this point, or you're so desensitized to just it being a soft show that it's so no one can figure out just the intricacies of it. It has to be like
Brazen.
it has to be an in your face.
Well, I think that has probably a lot to do with like, or if you go back to the time when Howard Stern first started doing his radio show and he got sued for all the shit he was saying because was it the FCC? You weren't allowed to say that stuff. You remember South Park did an episode where they said what fuck or shit and they counted it in the corner every time they said it. They're like, fuck you, sue me. Here's the number. How many times you can charge me? So I think we're in a world now where like that went away. It's like the days of don't say bad words are kind of gone. You have the internet now, you have podcasts, you have people completely. I mean, even after COVID, people were being regulated for saying certain things, but then, Spotify stuck with Rogan and kept him on, and then that was like a huge benchmark, I think, in like free speech on the internet, like needs to be upheld.
So what do you think would have happened if they would have dropped him? I mean, like nothing.
I think
Like, they couldn't have dropped him, right?
I mean, they could have. They just would have lost money, right? He would have privately continued, and then
Well, let's say
YouTube would have demonetized him. I
did
don't
they
know.
have like a non-compete clause or whatever that would have made it so he couldn't produce anything?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because then again, like even if you did, You could just be like, hey, this is the fucking Joey show.
Sure.
It's just a different
Yeah.
thing, and it's not his show,
Right.
but it's just his show.
Are you saying I'm not allowed to speak on the internet ever
Yeah,
again? Like
yeah,
you can't take that.
yeah.
So no, I think that was I think that has a lot to do with the way the world is now. Like you said, everything's so brazen. Like things didn't used to be brazen because you weren't allowed to say that stuff. You had to be a proper man in public. The newscaster, well, he's Walter Cronkite. It's like now you fucking watch Alex Jones and get news. May not, it's probably a lot of it could be wrong, but it's like you can listen to that guy and he'll say wild shit. So I think it's just a different time, which I think translates into media in general, where they can just throw it in your face. They don't give a shit. It's like, look at that. What was that movie we were talking about last time with Pedro Pascal and Joaquin Phoenix?
Oh,
Edgerton or whatever.
yes, yeah.
It's like that movie's like got a weird lot of like. I think it's cool.
Well, it's kind
So
of
I
the
like-
battle between the two, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think that's more than just trying to softly lean on you one way the entire
Yeah.
time. It's like
showing you-
enjoy this, but take in this viewpoint
Yeah.
without that movie's kind of an argument of both
Yeah.
sides of
It's a fair.
of it,
Yeah.
and of kind of the dangers of pushing one way.
Yeah. You get shot in your fucking living room.
It's not fun.
No.
You
You're gonna have a bad time.
you don't want to be shot in your living room, especially if you have giant windows.
Yeah. And that movie's cool too. Where are they? Like New Mexico?
Yeah.
And the architecture is like total like Aztec style or like Tex-Mex.
It's a cool
shit.
place. It's a cool place to live. Like,
That's where Breaking Bad was, right?
yeah, but like the people out there, like how many people out there all have dirt bikes and UTVs, and they just have like you just go through the desert for fucking hours. Like there's nothing like that.
Have you been
here.
there?
I've been there. I haven't done that.
Okay. I've never been to
If-
New Mexico.
Although I've been to Arizona.
Okay.
Basically,
Same shit.
Same shit. And then they just have all their own like desert sports and shit, all like the rock crawling and have you ever seen all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rock, like the Jeep rock crawling
Yep.
stuff? Like they'll show, I don't know if it was like a raptor or what the fuck it was, but it's like this raptor like pulls up to, let's say the hood of a raptor is 5.5 feet tall or something like that, 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
There's like a concrete block that's another like 6 feet tall, and they just pull it straight flat to it, and its wheels just go up, and it just fucking goes straight,
climbs it.
straight up, and then just climbs up on top of it. You're like, what the fuck? Just like the insane amount of torque and like,
Well, weight distribution too to
yeah,
make sure it doesn't
it's
flip.
so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Like you do have to be like those things tip like crazy all the time. Or you ever see the ones where they just like rip like a dirt bike up like a giant sand hill
It's
or
just
like
straight up
rock?
in the air?
Yeah, it's like basically like straight up. And,
Yeah.
like half the people get 75% off up, and then the bike fucking flips over their head and
Yeah,
they just
just
fucking tumble
dump.
down the whole thing.
Yeah.
But they just got, it seems like a cool place where you could just go and do your own shit.
Yeah.
Like this place is fine. I think it's cool to have seasons and to do whatever. But even like we're still in like the shadow of Chicago, the shadow of Milwaukee, where it's still very metropolitan. Opposed to you go 2 hours up north, everyone's got a boat, everyone's got a UTV and ATV, they've got all these toys. They get off work and they go fuck around. Like here, you're paying for your property. Essentially, you can't afford a normal person basically can't afford all those toys and bullshit like
Right.
that, especially with a bunch of kids or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what my point was, but
I used to work with a guy that he would go mudding, and he had like a Zuzu rodeo,
hell yeah.
and it had like 6-foot tires on it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
those
then,
things are like little matchboxes.
well, then he would always tell me about it. His name was Joe Weber was his name, and he would always ginger, jacked, tattooed ginger. And this guy would come in, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I just sent my engine in." I was like, "What do you got?" He's like, "Oh, I just took like an old V10, I sent it in, and it's about 30 grand." and they're gonna make it a 1,500 horsepower engine. I'm gonna throw that in the Isuzu Rodeo,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna, with my mud tire. And then he come in with pictures, and he's like, "Yeah, we went mudding for the weekend," and it's just like video of him just ripping through 3 feet of mud in this truck with a roll cage, just like that's crazy. That's your thing. Like the amount
Yeah.
of money. He's just a
Yeah.
single guy
Yeah.
dumping all his money in this thing.
Yeah. I wish I loved anything like that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Even my neighbor's like that too. He seems like he's an engineer and but he does all of his hobbies are like redneck hobbies. He's like got a bunch of snowmobiles, a bunch of ATVs, a bunch of UTVs, fucking motorcycle. He's got just toys up the ass. Like, man. But I think that's just what he does. That's
Yeah.
it. Like, there's no other.
So you have a wife and a family?
He has a daughter. Yeah, he's got a daughter and a wife now.
Okay.
But yeah, he must do pretty well to afford all of his shit. He's probably got a $70,000-$80,000 truck. Like, and then I'm gonna have to guess he's got $100K in toys.
Wow.
Like he's got like snowmobiles for like Colorado with like the snowmobiles you see here, but they're extended like 6 more feet.
Yeah.
With just like a gigantic tail
Track
on
on
it.
it?
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know anything about snowmobiles, but
I only went snowmobiling twice. And the second time I snowmobiled, I hit a tree going like fucking 40
Really?
miles an hour. Yeah.
when he used to work up north.
No. Did I live up there? I think I did. No, I was down here. It was in Tomahawk. So I was with my ex's cousin, and he's like, "Oh, you want to go snowmobiling?" I was like, "Sure." I have no idea how to do that. He's like, "It'll be fun. Let's go." So it's just like a trip. Him and I went up there, towed the snowmobiles up to Tomahawk, got a hotel room, fucked, and then
Sure, of course.
so then we take the snowmobiles out, and he's ripping, and it's nighttime, it's snowing, we're in these trails just cut through the woods, and he's flying. And I guess his snowmobile had like all brand new. They put studs on the track for grip.
Yeah,
Mine had a bunch of missing studs. So I'm following him. He's
this guy
on.
took you up there to kill you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Well, he
he
ended up
fucked you and tried to kill you.
he ended up getting money out of me because I fucking wrecked his snowmobile trying to keep up with him.
Oh,
So then I'm behind him, and I don't know what he's doing, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. Like he's ripping through these trails. And I'm just like, I can just see like his tail light. There's snow kicking up. So I'm just barely seeing him. And then he comes to this ramp where like you ride the wall and you come down. And I just didn't stop, and I didn't
Yeah.
see it in time. I
Yeah.
like saw him disappear. And then by the time I got there, I tried to brake and I couldn't. So I go to whip around, and then all of a sudden when I like lose a hand on it, it like whips sideways. And I have my right hand where the throttle is,
yeah.
and I grip
Rip
it,
back. Yeah,
and I'm gripping it. Now it's pulling me even further. And
Yeah.
it's like this all happened in like 10 seconds.
sure.
So then by the time I got my other hand on and I saw him in the woods, dude, and I
Yeah.
just I jumped off it, and it dead center hit a tree and popped up and went down, smashed the whole center of the snowmobile. And like, dude, I would have died
Sure.
if I would have just been on there and not dumped off it.
That reminds me of when I was a kid, like Austin tried to ride my motorcycle one time when I was a kid. I had a little Honda Trailblazer, like 70cc, dirt bike. And like he got on and he did the same thing where it was like he like took a hand off and like ripped the throttle and
Yeah.
just like went, whoa, and he just ripped it straight down, like through some trees right down the hill. Just got off. I don't even know how we got that fucking thing out of there because it was like a bunch of like thick
Was
ass.
he on it for this the
yeah,
whole way?
Yeah. But we were like in second or third grade.
Sure.
So your body's like a little rubber band
Yeah.
and he didn't weigh anything or
He's bounced off of shit.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I'm sure he scraped himself up a little bit and went home.
Yeah.
Probably didn't even tell his parents.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a bunch of stories like that.
Yeah, that's all the stories.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the story with Howard fucking putting the hole in the back of my head. You know?
Dude, there's a hole in there?
Well, yeah, he fucking popped the back of my head open with his fist.
Sure.
You know the story, right?
Yeah.
So I remember I went home that night and I fell asleep with a towel on my head. And I woke up the next day and it was now all crusted. You know,
Oh, you were bleeding.
I had
yeah.
I have a scar on the back of my head like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So-
that was when he shattered his hand. Did you know for years he had like a hand brace? This happened when I was like 16.
Yeah.
So Howard was probably 17.
Okay.
And then that happened, and I didn't see him for like 3 years maybe. And I was working at Vix Prime Meats on and PDQ on Sunset. And he walks in. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I was like, "How you doing?" He's like, "I'm all right." He's like, "You know, my hand's still fucked, right?" I was like, "Really?" And he like holds his hand up and he's got a brace on. He's like, "I shattered my hand on your head." I was like, "I didn't know that."
Yeah, he probably did more damage to himself than you,
I think
especially
so.
to your hand.
Yeah.
You could, I mean, there's just a million things in there.
So I think he just crushed his hand on the back of my head. He put a hole in my head with his knuckle. Like I think it's pretty fucking hard to do. He must have hit me so hard.
Yeah, well, it just must have been a perfect.
Yeah, I think it
Like-
was. I was like in slow motion, and he was like, "Look at this." Just
Yeah.
so yeah, I never told my parents that. I
Yeah.
went home. You know, I had a serious head injury. Probably had a concussion, and my head was bleeding profusely. Pass out drunk with a towel on the back of my head. Wake up the next day, and I have to rip it off. It's all bleeding again. Like they never knew about any of that shit.
I did close to the same thing, except for I did it all to myself. It was New Year's, like, yeah, probably. I mean, how old am I? Yeah, let's call it 16 years ago or so. And I was with my girlfriend at the time, and it was like 11 o'clock. And I used to make these margaritas out of this fucking a cup you got from the movie theater.
Sure.
So it was like a fucking
48 ounces?
Yeah, just a gigantic Green Lantern. The movie The Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
fucking cup. And I was on my second one of those. And then fucking Cola calls me up. He's like, "Come down to Billy D's, blah, 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 blah." I'm like, I don't think it's a good idea. He's like, "But you should." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're right." And then so I went down there at like 11 and stayed there till whatever they close. And it was fucking 10 degrees out. And I was walking home from there. And I slipped on some ice and I fucking cracked the back of my head on the sidewalk. And then ended up getting home and I woke up on the couch in my living room and I had a leather couch. And
Is
my
this when you were
head-
on Oxford?
Yeah. And then my head was stuck to the fucking
Oh, to the
couch.
leather.
Yeah, to the leather on the couch. And I went,
Yeah.
I pulled that off and I was like, oh God. Yeah, so that probably took a few years from me,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Did I ever tell you the story of John smashing his head on the concrete?
No.
So we were at a hotel party and we're just drinking. I think we had a bunch of 40s. We're at like motel, or no, we're at the La Quinta by like the corners.
Yeah, was it Motel 6?
I think it was La Quinta back then. This is
Okay.
before they changed the corners.
Because it was more Motel 6.
Motel 6
Oh,
is
you
on the
were
other
on.
corner
Yeah, yeah, gotcha.
by the movie
gotcha.
theater.
Yep.
So we were there at like a hotel party, and I had, an ounce of weed in my pocket, and we leave, and we're like, let's go back to John's house. John lives over by Target on Sunset.
Sure. So you're.
So we walk.
Yeah. Okay.
So we leave.
I'm
and-
even trying to think of the path. That's like a 4-hour walk.
Yeah, I think we cut through because we couldn't stay on. I think we stayed on Moreland for a lot of it, but I think we cut through those neighborhoods like behind like Hillcrest, like all that
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We cut through all that.
I'm just thinking of the exact way I would go.
So
Yeah.
and then we just tried to stay off the main roads because we're drunk. We're like, I'm like 18, John's 16. I have 40s. I have baggy pants with 40s in my pockets, and I have like a bunch of weed on me. We walk. We get all the way to. We're avoiding cops this whole way. It's probably like 1 a.m. We make it to PDQ on Grand Taco John's.
Yeah.
So we make it there, and there's a payphone. It was back before cell phones. So we find there's a payphone. And we're like, oh, John's like, I'm gonna call my sister, see if she'll pick us up, which would have been a good idea, 2 hours ago. And with the hotel with the phone that works for free.
Sure. Sure.
And we get to so now we're PDQ's there, Speedway, whatever that is, and then La Station, the road that cuts in between those two.
Yeah.
He makes a phone call. His sister says she'll come. We start walking. We're walking on that road on the left side by the train station, and cop car pulls up behind, like goes past like with its lights on or whatever. And we're like, fuck. So we start running. So we're running in front of that restaurant, and they'll have like a cast iron decorative thing that holds like a flower pot.
Yes.
So it's black. We can't see it.
Yeah.
So thankfully, John's in front. Thankfully for me. So we're running full blast, and I just see John go backwards. Head bounces off the ground like a fucking basketball, and then like jumps back to his feet right away. And he's like holding his nose in his head. We run behind the train station restaurant. We like hunker down. I start like emptying my pockets. I was like, I'll just stash shit here. And then he's like, "Am I good?" I was like, "No, dude, you are not good." Like his nose, the bridge of his nose just snapped. You can just see it wide open. Back of his head gashed, gushing blood. So then his sister came. There was a girl over there that I wanted to hook up with. I was like, "I'll meet you later." His sister took him. Yeah, dude, broke completely, shattered his nose, like 8 staples in the back of his head. Went to the hospital. I was like,
Jesus.
"Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Most people, I think, would have just stayed on the ground.
Yeah.
Like that guy's built different. I think
Yeah.
he bounced off the ground and was like, "I'm gonna keep running."
Yeah. I think I had a few times I should have got stitches and I never did, or staples and never did.
Yeah, same here.
I had one of the ones where I probably told you this one where we're at TJ's house in the backyard and he was talking shit. And I was like, went to go dive at him, and they had like there's like steel fucking chairs,
Mhm.
like with decorative
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
spins and shit in it. I dove and I just fucking cracked my eye on it, and it was just fucking pouring out. And then when I woke up the next morning with my head over my bed, and it was just a fucking puddle,
Oh wow.
just like that. And all this happened. Well, I mean, the New Year's one happened when I was like 25 or whatever, but that one before was probably like 17 years old, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I split the. I don't know if I ever told you this story, but I was hanging out with Scott Patterson, and we're at his house, and we used to get all fucked up, just get high, and Scott would yell, "Start breaking shit." We thought it was the funniest thing because he'd break his own shit. He'd be like, "Start breaking shit." He'd flip his coffee table. He'd chuck things. Just we're laughing our asses off, and he's doing this, and I'm sitting in a recliner in the corner. He picks up this like wooden, almost like a cigar box, and he goes,
Don't touch my cigars.
and he fucking throws it, and I have my head down laughing, and it just hits me right here, and I like it hits me, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And I get up, and I'm like, "Ah, like you dick or whatever," and all of a sudden everything's red, and I look, and like just pouring blood over my face. So still have a scar. It's like that long. It's right on my hairline, and we're idiots. So I'm like, I need to rinse this. So I'm in the tub at his house, and there's just water running in my fucking wound. I'm just like, I need to clean the blood out. Like, not pressure, nothing, just letting
Yeah.
it all. I'm like, it's still red.
Yeah.
His mom comes home. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm trying to rinse it." She's like, "You need to like put something on that. You're just letting it bleed. Like
Yeah.
the spot on your body that bleeds the most, your fucking head."
Yeah, let's warm it. I'll warm the area up so
Yeah.
the blood just keeps flowing
Yeah,
as,
nice
as
hot
well as
water.
it can possibly will flow.
So dumb. But yeah, total head trauma. Never told my parents that. Just wore hats. I actively hid it from my parents.
That's the best. That's the best. Like, how'd you get away with all that? Hats? Just hats. That's it.
Just wore a hat.
Pretty easy. Was your clothes, hats? I was trying to conscious stream of thought what I sent you. So
So I just did 3 wheels. I did
push, pull, yank, tug.
So yeah, I did I think verbs, nouns, and adjectives to try to do kind of a Mad Libs kind of thing.
What is this? This is something you knew of before?
I just looked up a randomized wheel
Oh,
generator because I was actually talking to Jordan about this recently, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll do like a bingo roller," and he's like, "Yeah, but then you got to have a physical thing."
Yeah.
He's like, "These are online." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, that makes way more
yeah,
sense."
for sure.
So
When you were talking about it, I thought you were just doing a physical thing.
Yeah.
But meant.
even when I said it out loud, because then I went through and edited our last one
Yeah.
last night, and I'm like watching your reaction to me say that, and I could feel you be like, "Yeah, something like that." Like you're like, "That's," even your reactions like, Don't do that." I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Okay.
Yeah, why get more physical? Like part of me is like having a physical thing's cool,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, when am I gonna be like, fucking
Yeah, physical thing for a digital program.
Yeah.
I mean, at some points, I mean, something needs to be physical, but
yeah. All right, so we can spin
Bleach.
each one. Let's see. Let's spin this wheel. We get
oh, I was hoping it was gonna be lasagna so bad.
egg. Egg wins. We could remove it, and then we just periodically whittle down the words. Let's do that. Let's remove egg. So we have egg.
Well, that if this is a little, we're just trying to figure this out here.
Break. Geez, that's really in there. That's really perfect.
If you're just figuring this out, like these wheels could have 1,000 things on each thing.
Yeah.
So you could just, you know,
Keep
add.
adding every time.
You could just type in, or like, let's just say this is a practice.
Yeah.
You could put in 1,000. I need the top 1,000 adjectives.
Yeah.
I need the top 1,000, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and just do it that way. And then it's just going to be so random.
Yeah. It'd be so much.
And then you just run it. It's never going to run out.
It's going to be
Well, it
just
will
so
run
fun.
out
I wonder if-
1,000
I wonder if
after
there
a
is a-
1,000 times.
I wonder if there is a limit or if it'll actually just let you. All right. So we have egg break.
Bleached.
All right. I think it's enough to put it into perplexity. Have some fun with.
Wow, why did gay is so big on that?
It is big. It's just the
Least amount of letters. I
we
mean,
need- we need
tug isn't that big.
we need-
Jog isn't that big.
hero yank.
Gas
gay.
isn't that big. Gay.
All right. So
Lowercase giant gay.
we had egg. All right. Should we just do it in the exact order it came up?
Sure.
Oops, that's not a word.
Bleached.
Egg break bleached for face. Egg break bleached flour. Bleached hair. Egg break bleached first unbleached. It's not. We're not getting any fun here.
Egg break bleached. What's the? Or did we just do that? Just what is? If you just
Just
roll with that.
Search it.
Yeah. What is that? Whoa.
Bleach breaks down.
What is the drink? Let me see the drink.
Liquid egg.
The middle one.
This
Yeah.
egg cracked into bleach. I don't think it's a drink.
Yeah. I'm happy with what's happening here.
I don't like that noise. This is some ASMR shit. Like the beat. I got no snare on my headphones. Huh. That's amazing that those 3 words came up with a thing that is a
Yeah,
real thing.
That's a. Just keep diving.
So
I want
what's
to see
it
the
gonna
next thing. They're like, yeah, you do it for 24 hours and you can drink that.
be? Yeah.
It's completely fine. And it cures like 34 diseases.
Put it in your ass.
Yeah. But there's only one way to take it.
Got
You
good
get
news and
it
bad news.
rectally.
We have the cure for cancer. You have to put bleach in your ass.
How come? How come every time you have a cure it involves my ass?
What did it do? Turn it into fucking scrambled eggs?
Oh, and then you eat that off the top?
No way. Is it just showing us what happens?
That's what happens to Gordon Ramsay for restaurants? How to make the perfect egg.
All right, well. Interesting.
Go back. What's the most epic time lapses? There's the next video after this. Go to that one. I know I took. Did I ever show you pictures of that mushroom I saw when I was on a walk with the dog?
I don't know.
Just a fucking really squirrely, like, probably like as tall as a beer bottle. Had like a cap that was like that big, and it was like pretty vertical, but it was like really squirrely looking. It was like it would be on like a fucking blacklight poster type
Sure.
of looking
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of mushroom. And I like read about it and was like, these are like super good mushrooms to eat,
Oh,
but you can only eat them like as soon
through your
as you,
ass?
no, no, as soon as you pick them, you gotta like chop them up and eat them like
Immediately?
instantly, pretty much. Because as soon as it's some sort of oxidation thing, like as soon as you cut it off,
Yeah.
it's like immediately starts
decompose.
decomposing like that.
Yeah.
But and then I read about it and it was all like these grow around, I don't know for what reason, but it was all around new construction.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
I don't know, but I was pretty interested into grabbing one and tasting it. But people were like, these are fucking awesome.
There's no old construction. You'll never find one by old construction.
No, it just must be some
The
of them.
movement of dirt.
Yeah, the whatever, like pulling fucking that deep earth out and throwing it out and cooking on the sidewalk and
Pulling that deep earth out.
pulling that deep earth.
All right, I want to back this up. So I have a question too. This makes me think of a question that Jesse and I have talked about a lot. Where the fuck do fruit flies come from? Do they come from the fruit?
No, what do you mean? Oh, you think they just
How the fuck do they get in your winter? If I leave bananas go right now, flies don't live outside. It's too cold.
yeah.
Fruit flies will come. Where the fuck are they coming from? Are they coming out of the fruit when it gets too old? Do they come out of the drain? That was another theory.
Oh, okay. So you think they're like there's like fruit fly eggs like deposited on fruit from fruit flies at the beginning and then they never leave and then
And they don't hurt you
as-
if you eat them when they're little.
and then as the fucking fruit like goes beyond ripe, they fucking come out and they're
Hatch
like,
and
it's
feed.
time to go.
Where else do fruit flies even come from? You could leave your house for 2 weeks, would leave old fruit out, and there will be fruit flies in your house. Like you could have a pretty well sealed house. I mean, there's tiny.
Sure, I guess you'd only be able to figure that out with like a completely controlled situation, right?
Yeah.
If you took an aquarium and put a tight
fucking
lid on it
banana
and
in
just
there.
threw a couple bananas in there.
So this video, I don't know if they show the introduction of these bugs, but bugs are coming. I know in the very beginning they show a fly. So if you watch this from the beginning, up here you can see a bug running on the brim. Hang on, let's go back.
You imagined that?
Watch the bug up here. So there's a bug.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what that's doing.
Yeah, that bug just came all over the top of that. Now it disintegrates.
So watch, eventually this thing is covered in insects.
Are you sure? I don't think those are insects. I
Not
think
yet.
that's-
Those are insects.
Where? Oh, okay.
Like, were those introduced? Where did those come from?
I don't know.
Is that some fruit fly shit?
It's a good question. I'm clearly way too dumb to answer that.
What is this thing going to show? The mold?
Transferring?
Yeah, slowly moving over. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, because I think like, what is it, like bananas, they release like methane or something through like the tops. If you put like tin foil on the tops.
They'll stay longer.
But then like if you want other things to ripen quicker, you put it next to bananas.
I know refrigeration too will make things ripen quicker. Bananas in the fridge or the freezer, if you want to make banana bread, they go black like really fast.
Oh, is that right?
Mhm.
Don't breathe this. Okay, it makes me only want to breathe that.
Chop it up. Who's got a credit card?
Bump it. What?
It's playing with mold now? What the fuck are we watching? Not even a time lapse.
Penicillin.
All right, looks like a new one's gonna start.
I just don't get what was he scraping it for? What is it? Delicious treat?
I think so. Top 3 ants for its Raffello. I'm gonna show the ants just destroy this thing. Ants are pretty impressive.
Yeah. Are they any match for Raffello though? That's my question.
Yeah, what is that thing? Like coconut rolled chocolate or something? Cake?
I got one. God, somebody fucking help me!
No, that's like
The queen is gonna be so fucking happy.
Tyrone Biggums. I got the biggest crack rock ever made. The fuck is that tennis ball? Why is that so perfectly round? What's in there?
Nature.
Goulet. Chipping away at that. This is pretty outstanding to watch. Was it like a cookie? They bring tools over? Where'd that chick come? They brought a leaf with them? What are they doing with that? It's like a wafer or something. All right, so I actually want to know about,
Fruit flies.
yeah,
You haven't thought of anything but that, have you?
it's been banging around in my head for a while. Fruit flies do not appear from nowhere. They say it like I quoted that. I didn't say that.
I didn't say it at all. Fuck you, Perplexity. Well, that's so weird because you hear of those like people just having like you don't have anyone to talk to.
Yeah.
You just have a relationship with that. You could see how like even like me sitting here listening to you talk, I was like, I don't even know if I should be speaking. Like I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like you're kind of speaking to someone, right?
Well, and I think if you did that privately, just you and it, I could see how someone lonely, weird would be like, get into that. Like, oh, man, I feel real sad. Tell me this, tell me that. And it seems like AI just really leans into positive all the time. Like, oh, you're doing great. Don't worry about it.
Do you think this is going to be like teenage boys? Like that's just going to be their
Well, I think they're going to be able to mix
thing?
it with like porn.
Sure. I guess that's where I'm going with it as well.
So you're going to have a visual of this perfect woman that you've designed with 6 tits. And then she's...
Is that what you think is?
I don't know. Just think of a kid.
You would like a Mexican
You didn't watch
dog?
Total Recall? You don't remember Total
Just
Recall?
a couple 6 hangers. Like fuck yeah.
No, all tiny. Like no.
Oh, so it's where the normal 2 boobs would be, but it's 6 boobs. They're all smaller.
Just 6 nipples.
And they don't do anything. Just a lot of tits. And the worst fitting bra possible.
You didn't watch Total Recall as a teenager and go, "Oh my god, the chick with 3 tits, that's crazy."
No, I don't think I know what you're talking about, but I don't even know if I've ever seen Total Recall,
Dude.
all the way through. But yeah, kid, you got to imagine that kids are going to be like total. That's going to be the thing. That, like, if you don't have a real life girlfriend, you're going to come home to your fucking
That's new. They did a new Total Recall with Colin Farrell. It's funny that was like, we need to bring the three-titted lady back.
yeah, of course. That was that's how the movie got rebrought back.
3 tits.
Yeah.
It's funny. They won't show
We're
us the
looking for
rack.
something fresh, and then the one guy's just like, I got an idea.
They're
3
not-
tits.
They're not showing us. She whips them out. I remember being a kid like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, but
3 tits.
and you were like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad thing. I wasn't like, "Oh no, 3 tits."
But it's like I think isn't like the tits thing just to begin with is a symmetry thing.
Sure.
And like supposed to be like basically the ass of the front.
Yeah, but
So
I
it's
think
like-
if there was 3 tits, I think if 3 tits was normal, I think it's
But
what we've seen as normal.
That's the devil. That's not normal. Jesus said there was only 2 tits. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Yeah, it's been said.
No, but yeah, I feel like I wonder if that's gonna destroy like kids. There's gonna be all these different sets of kids, like kids that have already been destroyed by the internet because no one knew any of the bad parts of it, and they just said, "Yeah, of
No
course,
safeguards.
yeah, just go through it." Then like a middle section that maybe like your youngest or
Teenager.
your second oldest daughter.
Yeah.
She maybe have existed in like a pretty good version of it before a total AI overtaking
Yeah.
but at least there being some guidelines of knowing that there's some dangers to some things as well.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be this next level where there's going to be all this new danger that you never even
Yeah. You don't know where to put
comprehended to
guardrails
begin with.
up
Yeah.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then you just become the parent who wants to live in the woods and be like, you don't have any internet.
Yeah.
It's fucking bad.
So that's when we were over in here on New Year's, and then I think Evie was trying to get her to get YouTube to watch music videos or
Yeah.
whatever. I was like, oh no, this has already gone bad for them. This is exactly what they didn't want to happen.
Well, yeah, I think she came out and Jesse's like, what are you on right now? She's like, YouTube. Evie put it on. Well, I was like, all right, well, she's like, I just want it for music. I was like, well, I'll
Yeah.
put YouTube music on your tablet. It's like, YouTube can be dead. Because when I initially set up their iPads, they gave you like age ranges. But I know if you set it up as they're like a child, it
Yeah.
basically can't do shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want that. I'm just going to set them up as adult tablets, and then it's on me to regulate
Sure.
where they go with it.
Yeah.
And then I'll set up
You
screen
took some
time. And,
responsibility.
yeah. So I was like, I would rather do it that way. But I haven't set up really any safeguards because they don't really fuck around when I'm not around. So then, yeah, like Evie's like, oh, you go on YouTube. And we're like, where the fuck did this come from? But yeah, I think it's just a difference in your daughter's more comfortable with that. You're more comfortable letting her do that.
Yeah. I think that's half like all the music she listens to is through YouTube too. So it's like
Sure.
when we'll get in the car and she goes on the phone, she doesn't put on Spotify or Pandora
Yeah.
or whatever. She puts on YouTube.
Sure.
The only problem with that is you have to keep the app open.
Oh, right.
Like you have to keep viewing it to be able to
Yeah, otherwise
for
it
the
shuts
music
it
to
off.
come through.
Yeah.
There's like apps you can use to black out your screen,
Sure.
but to keep it running like in the background or whatever.
I think we just have YouTube Premium, and I think we pay like 15 a month for that because weird ads were coming up for the kids. 'Cause
Oh
we
yeah.
let the kids like go on YouTube.
Well,
but,
we
like, weird
me and you
advertisements.
talked about it during the election, right? Well, I guess we started this a year ago,
Yeah.
so the election was already over. But uh, my daughter is getting all these like,
Yeah.
it's
Political
like
ads.
yeah, like it's like you're gonna vote for Trump.
He
Like,
supports rape.
Yeah,
You're like,
Kamala, you do the girl. She's like, do you have to vote for the girl or you're going to lose $4,000 every year
Yeah.
or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's like
that's
weird
all.
subliminal messaging.
It's not, it's
I mean,
not
for a kid.
subliminal. It's you're watching
Yeah, I
a,
guess.
fucking some kids say something and then you go to that ad right after that.
Sure. Jessie last night, I think she was on Pinterest, and she's like, "Oh, look at this thing!" And it was like a tiny, they have those shipping container tiny home
Yeah.
things.
Yep.
She's like, "Look at this thing! You can like get it on Amazon." She's like, "It says backyard pod." I was like, "Did you just say my new podcast studio? Is that what are you showing me my new?"
Backyard pod. Yeah, dude, there's tons. We haven't talked about this.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like in love with this shit.
Yeah.
Like just building all these Connex boxes and like there's so many like super good deals. And like I was talking to Rigo about it too. Like if you wanted to make like find spots where there's like, so where we went to go play golf up where you used to work at,
Mm-hmm.
there's like a few like really nice courses all around each other. There's a few options of places to stay at that are like on site or whatever, a house that's an Airbnb, but just specifically start building like these like off site in between. So like look at the map, go, okay, there's these awesome golf courses within 30 miles of this central location.
Mm-hmm.
You could buy cheap ass land, put up these fucking places that you can put up for like 20 grand a piece.
Mm-hmm.
You could put up like 5 of them,
Like a
all
compound.
in a pentagram, obviously. And then, yeah, you just make like so everybody who goes, actually, you'd probably be better off doing it in an even number, either 4 or 8. But you could set these all up. Everyone have their own individual quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just have little fun shit. You could build fucking putting greens or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck there would be. Just have the bags. Yeah.
Bag, horseshoe
Yep.
set,
You could
volleyball court.
You could do the 4. You could do 1 that would just be a bar room. That would be have a simulator in it. Whatever you'd want to do
Yeah.
with any of that stuff, and you could put them together. You buy the land, and you could put all this shit out there for fucking $100 grand for 5 different spots.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone has their own like individual fucking setup. I'm like, it seems so
Yeah.
easy now.
Well, you could almost even sell it then too, as like sometimes you'll go on Airbnb and you'll see like, oh, this is like us. This is a company that owns these few houses in this same area that
Yeah.
are close to each other. You do it that way where you're like, this is whatever. Miller Prestige Global runs
Yeah.
this. We
Yeah.
have these 5 things here, you know,
Yeah.
just advertise the fuck out of it
Yeah.
as like this cool place to go with 3 couples. You know, you go out there, you all hang out together, you all do shit together, and then you all separate. Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, and it's not just it's not just the golf thing, but like finding places to just throw these fucking things. If you had a I think to start with, if you're gonna do it, you have a concrete guy, you know, someone who does foundations,
Right.
because that's number one. Number two is like setting up bathroom situation.
Yep.
Then beyond that, you're fucking golden.
Well, you just got to buy land that has power running to it already.
Yeah.
You know, so it has to be in a spot because I've looked at all that land up there. Right before COVID, I was looking at places and I was like, dude, for 10 G's, you can get like 10 acres. Like
Yeah.
that nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah.
That's in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't even have an address. It has like a fire code. I would love that. I'd just go up there. I kept telling Jesse, I was like, we should buy this. And then I'll go up there on the weekends, 1.5 2-hour drive, and I'll just run up there with the chainsaw. I'll just start chopping shit down.
Well, that's a lot of it too. Like my one buddy, he did it where they bought like 500 acres, and then they have the timber companies come in and clear out what they want to clear out, and it's
And it's
basically
kind of free because they keep the timber.
They do the work for you and pay you for it,
Oh, because they want the timber
and they build the roads
to get in.
and out to fucking do it. So they set you up for all your shit to fucking.
Yeah.
It seems to me that it's like the larger the scale is, the better off you are.
You just need
Obviously,
the
that's-
capital to dump into something like
Sure. And now that's way tough. You know,
Yeah.
10 years ago, you could buy 500 acres up north for $250,000.
that. Yeah.
It's a lot of money, obviously, but then you get 80 out of the timber.
I mean, it just constantly goes up though, right? Like real estate, land, like I feel like
That's how it's been in our lifetime.
Sure.
That's not how, I mean, there was a steady pace between the fucking 70s and the 90s where you maybe gained 15%,
sure.
30%. It's like we just live in the stupidest fucking time of all time. It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Where you can buy a piece of property and hold it for a decade and have gained 3 to 4 times.
Yeah. You can buy
What's
a
worth-
Bitcoin. Like
Yeah, it just doesn't
the
make
fuck is going on?
yeah, it, does, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not real.
Yeah.
And I guess the way I always say is like, I was so confused prior to buying this last house
Mm-hmm.
of what your money was actually worth, because everyone was just going, these houses are crazy. They are not worth this. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. They just keep saying that. You're like, you don't fucking realize it just took a light switch just flipped. It goes, your money isn't worth it. That's why these houses didn't change in value.
Yeah.
Your money just disintegrated.
Yeah.
in
They
value.
overprinted all the
Yeah.
money. Now they diluted the fucking
So
pot.
you're thinking these prices are going up. These prices aren't going up at all.
Yeah. the
Your
dollar
money is going down.
Yeah.
You're thinking of this completely fucking backwards.
Sure.
So
Well, and it's a convenient way to think of it if you're the guys controlling the money, right? To get the population to think of it as things
yeah.
are more expensive.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
what we're doing.
yeah, that is
We're not fucking you over by printing money.
yeah, that is interesting too.
Because it's a very convenient lens to see it through. That things are. It's a
And I-
unaffordability.
Obviously, I'm not the
crisis.
only one saying that. Like other people have said that.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I've heard like a massive push that like,
No.
hey, you're just being devalued out of everything you have. It's
You
not.
know who says that a lot is Dave Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's libertarian. He has a very constantly talking about like finances and the value of the dollar, and he's like, yeah, COVID was a huge part of it. They just fucking overprinted money. They send every person in the fucking United States a goddamn check for $1,000 or whatever. Like, you're destroying the dollar. You're just ruining it. Like, seems like the world currency. It's not that unlikely that it will be a different currency in the next decade.
Yeah, that does make you quasi consider the thought that all this was put together as like a master plan.
To destroy
Yeah, you just
America's
break,
empire.
Yeah, just break down you just devalue like I've never actually done this on a significant scale, and when I say that, I mean like spent a decent amount of time trying to do it. Have you ever like gone through like one problem and then went to, okay, here's the solutions, but then what does that cause? And like build like
Sure.
a board off of doing that.
I don't think I've done it, but I know what you mean, the concept.
So there's obviously people, strategists who are just doing, I mean, there's probably thousands of people in China right now just strategizing things of that nature. Like, okay, so we introduce this. What is their reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, so we make playoffs, and so there's probabilities of what each person will do based on, what problem you set in front of them.
Yeah.
And then if they go this way, what will happen? You just keep,
Some of the smartest people in the world that
breaking
are just going like,
just breaking these off.
well, and
till
if
you
option B hits,
Yeah.
then option C, D, and E are available. If option A hits, then option F, G, and W.
Do you know what the fuck is it called? Is it poly bet? Look it up once.
Poly market?
Poly market, yeah. Do you know what poly market is?
Well, it was like the original Kalshi, right? Where you could bet on anything.
Yes.
Is that what the poly market
Yep.
is?
It's still around. You could
just had this conversation with one of my customers the other day.
Yeah, so you could bet on anything.
Yeah,
on
will
poly
Donald
market.
Trump fucking pick his nose in the next address?
But there's like there's people who are putting these like they're
Oh, God.
they're basically just breaking this now, just based on
Dude, this
probability
isn't
models.
healthy.
No, of course not. This is awful.
So you know who's has a really good viewpoint on this, in my opinion? You ever listen to Breaking Points with Crystal
No.
and Sagar?
Mm-mm.
So it's a political podcast. Sagar's conservative, Crystal's liberal, and it's a good balanced viewpoint of all current events. And Sagar has a big thing. He's pretty.
He got 56 on the Seahawks. Go down. What's that super out there?
What's going on out there? So like this kind of shit, I listened to him recently and he gave this breakdown of like, let me try to remember what he was talking about. He was saying like, do you not think that there are people in the government, or let's say, say you have an aide in the U.S. government, works at the Pentagon, and that aide has inside information about what's going to happen. He's connected to a senator, whoever, a general. He knows kind of what's going to happen. It's insider trading. Essentially, he knows something. That guy makes $60K a year. It's not enough money. So that guy could go on Polymarket, go on Kalshi. He could create like a betting system, and then he gets enough people to jump into it, put enough money into it, and he's like, oh, it's that this is going to happen, which seems highly unlikely, but that guy knows that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
He's like, is it illegal? No. Is it immoral? Maybe. And then if you scale that up to people high up in the government who actually have control over decisions that are going to be made. You're like, well, I'm going to dump $1 million on that. Like, hey, I'm going to talk to all my buddies. Who was the dude who just got busted? The fucking NBA coach?
Oh, yeah. See, I know what you're saying, and I think on that small scale, totally makes sense. On the long scale, you're playing the short game, playing it that way.
Sure.
Why put anything you can do? Why put yourself at risk at all when you can marathon this game
Sure.
and just keep making fucking 15% off these fucking bozos every year and just keep accumulating
Through like Polymarket?
No, just through the stock market or whatever.
I mean, I think you're talking about a different thing though, right? Like that this is
I'm
like
saying
this direct betting on like
yeah,
events.
why risk a direct betting thing where you can take all of your knowledge?
Because they're humans. Because they're humans that are fallible that want to make some fucking money.
Yeah, I think those are the people who are going to fail.
Sure, but they're going to fuck up the government. They're going to make $10 million and then they're going to disappear. And I think that could have like a potentially real effect on like the world.
I'm sure it may be happening, but I don't think any of these people who would make decisions like that
Yeah.
are going to long term affect our country or anything.
Sure.
Like because it's too short sighted.
It's a blip. It's a blip in the
It's too
overall
short sighted.
scale.
It's someone like me would do that.
Sure.
Not because I'm saying someone like me because I maybe not be a long term player in
Sure.
the game. You know, I might go, I don't want this for my life. I don't need $500 million.
Sure. I need 20 million and I want to get
I'll
out.
get 20 million. I'll go live on these pieces of land that we were talking about.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna fucking bother anybody.
Sure.
Everyone in my family is gonna be good. We're cool.
Sure.
Let's get the fuck out. And it's
You're
gonna
talking
be
about,
all
like-
some small bullshit that don't fucking matter.
So you're talking about like the WEF, World Economic Forum people that are running the world kind of shit.
Yeah, or anyone who's gonna like be able to make swings in any politics it's gonna be a long term senator or or whatever, you know,
Sure.
right? They're gonna be a long term member. They're not gonna be someone who's coming in and out. Or if you're an aide or what you said,
Yeah.
you make a move like that, people are going to know you're fucking done
Yeah.
after this. You're
Sure.
not. You may get 2 through.
Well, can you
ain't
start
getting-
these like anonymously?
I don't
too?
know.
Like, so-
Honestly, I don't know exactly how it works, but.
I just think
But
like
there's
when you
definitely
scale
is
this
people
up.
figuring there's definitely people watching this shit.
Yes.
And they're gonna know who's playing these, making these moves. And just by me watching you do this 2 times, you've done it twice, you know, you fool me twice, fool on me,
Sure.
fucking
Yeah.
deal or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking you're out. You're out of the fucking game now.
Now watch this drive.
Yeah, no, watch the fucking drive. But no, it's too short sighted in my opinion to like do something like
I
that.
think my point is like, I always try to have this, I have this conversation with Jordan about like gambling. So when I listen to this name Sagar Enjeti, and he talks about like, he'll constantly break down like the unhealthy, I don't know, the unhealthy habits that are being created when you're constantly gambling on things.
Yeah.
So he talks about like it's not like a healthy mindset to always be like pulling a risk or always gambling. And he talks about gambling being like one of the most dangerous vices in the world.
I agree.
You know, you would typically, I mean, you can ruin your family through alcoholism, through drug use, through infidelity, through sex addiction, but gambling's fucking destroy your entire legacy. You gamble everything. There's people that can do that. Like it's crazy. So he talks about that. And I think like the overall, every time I see Jordan, there's always some new thing. Oh, I found this new thing on X. It's this new gambling thing where I put in $5, they give me $50, and it's all been free money ever since. And I think he is pretty disciplined about like only fucking with that. And then when he runs out, he finds another thing that'll give him a promo. But like I try to be aware of that's like I've done like prize picks. I've done a few bets on like my bookie, but I like really don't fuck with anything. And I think I acknowledge that like I can become. I ever tell you the story about how I gambled away my entire fucking tax return one year?
No.
So I was like, I lived up north. I was working out of town. I was on my way back home. I drove past the casino. I just gotten my tax return. We're like 19 years old. We're poor. My ex is pregnant. I got like a $2,500 tax return. I was like, I'm going to go to the casino. Stop at like Ho Chunk in the Dells. And I just fucking stayed there for like 7 hours and gambled away my entire tax return. I had to go home to my pregnant girlfriend at that age and be like, I spent all of our money. And like, I remember like the impact. That was like this horrible feeling
Sure.
of like, oh, I gave away all of the extra things we have because we don't make a lot of money. I gave it all away. So I guess as far as me, for like a story for myself, like I'm trying to be pretty aware of that. And I try to think of like the gambling. So like when I see this stuff and I like try to be aware that it's, I think a lot of people have brushed off like, no, it's fun, man. I'm just betting on sports. It's not a big deal. I'm just doing this. It's fine. And like, I know you've warned me like with like card breaks, like once your credit card's in there and you're fucking 3 bourbons in and you're like,
Yeah.
I'll buy that. I buy that. I buy that. Like, I think it's very easy to get like sucked into that stuff. So I see this shit on a large scale and you're actually, I mean, I guess I call it large scale because I see these giant numbers here, but a lot of it is like, you can bet on political sways one way or another, which I think you've talked about it poisoning your loyalty to a team, right? Like this will poison your loyalty to a country, which is probably really fucking bad. To like, well, maybe we should invade Venezuela. I might make 10 grand. That's maybe a good idea. Like, I don't know if that's the right way to look at it. I think it's like a really unhealthy, like slippery slope to go down. And I think it's only going to get worse. We're only going to start gambling on like more fucked up shit.
Yeah, it's the where do you want to set the line between freedom and
Sure.
you know
Should somebody restrict this or
nerfing
not?
America?
Sure.
Like, if you're weak enough to have this take your life, do you deserve it?
No, I mean, yeah, I think that's a valid viewpoint.
And I'm not saying
And
that
I'm not for restricting it,
yeah.
but I think like the awareness that it's could be fucking bad.
it's bad.
It
It's bad
shouldn't.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's bad for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it should be stopped.
I don't think it should be stopped.
I think it's a different like the tough part. I think I'm like pretty well versed in this stuff, just in the different things I get into.
Yeah.
I think the tough part of it is people with normal lives wanting some sort of excitement
Sure.
that doesn't like, and this like all the, I'm not gonna say all of this, a lot of this can be beaten, but it's beaten on scale and it's beaten on probability models and it's beaten on not the stuff that 99% of the people who are using it are how they're going to actually use it. So there is a way to beat it, but the majority of the people aren't going to be doing that type of stuff.
We're not going to invest that kind of work and time to
No,
get the
but
angle
you
on
put
the
in
game.
you get, it's exciting to have, you're like, this happens and my world can change
Sure.
or my world can improve one way or another. And then it's like, I think the dangerous part is making like bets into things where you have to say you have $1,000 to your name and you make a $10 bet, and this $10 bet can get you $1,000. You go, this is fucking life changing for me. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
Type of deal. And then you lose it and you go, it's fucking
It's
1% of my fucking total net worth. It doesn't matter. But then you do it so many times, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, what happened here?
I'm $2,000 in the hole and I haven't won yet.
Yeah, you haven't got there. And it's like, or you do get there, and that's maybe
Well,
worse.
Probably reinforcing.
Because then
this
you're
bad
like, dude,
behavior.
I'm kind of on something here. I gotta
Yeah.
keep going. You know,
Yeah.
it's a dangerous, it's adding, it's not, there's gambling's always been around. There's a reason it's always been around. It's exciting, you know, there's whatever there is to it. It gives you your rushes. It does whatever it does for you. But now it's all of the tricks that have been put into, you know, marketing to you as well. So it's like they're just breaking into your fucking psyche.
Did it used to be illegal, like the way alcohol and tobacco was illegal to advertise? Was gambling illegal to advertise the way
Well,
it is now?
nothing was sports gambling was not legal anywhere.
So as soon as it
till,
became
like,
legal, it just
10 years ago.
and then it just flooded. And now state by
Yeah.
state, they're just
Yeah.
getting more and more. So I think about that too, like the unfairness of the marketing, right? Like you look at like play $5, and even if you lose, we'll give you $50. And it's like
Yeah.
all they want is you to submit your information, and once it's submitted, the odds of you putting more money on there are
Yeah.
exponentially higher.
Like, even like with the card break shit, like I stopped doing it. They sent me a thing. It's like, here's $100 free. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
So I put it in, fucking buy something that's 200, right? Don't hit on any of that 200. Then I get something then I spend $300 more
Sure.
because I'm like, well, odds are I gotta fucking get something here because blah blah blah. You know, I've
Yeah.
already done this. It's fucking doesn't work that way.
No,
But your brain goes, you know,
there's a chance.
yeah, I gotta like, well, now I'm down kind of a little bit actually. Fucking, I gotta get back up on top and then I can get out. And then you
Yeah.
get on top of it and you're like,
I got all this extra money to play with.
let's go on a fucking run here
Yeah.
because I know what's working.
Yeah.
And then,
And then you're
fucking-
uncut gems.
Yeah, then you just get busted out.
Then
So
you're fucking Adam Sandler.
it's nonstop. They're
Yeah.
just working on your weakness.
Well, yeah, I mean, the house always wins, right? That's a saying for a reason.
Yeah.
It's like it's all mathed against you, you know, and
But I said it's my dad said the same shit like 20 years ago. He's like, once they put casino shit on your phones, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Like once you put a slot machine on your phone and you don't have to get in the car and go somewhere and do something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna bet on a fucking thing.
It's just like the gym.
If I had to get up and go do
It's
it.
the opposite
Yeah.
of the gym. The gym, you have to, yeah, they've made it much easier. They made it easier to get fat. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't even know how to
Mind
equate
fat?
those. Yeah, you get your mind fat
Yeah.
because like you have to get up and go to a gym. Me having a gym in my house makes it so much more likely that I'm going to work out every day.
Sure. But when it's in the palm of your hand and you can just do whatever you want whenever,
Yeah.
it's a much bigger deal when you have to get up and go do something. Because people like me, I'm never gonna go to a casino.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna go. I don't want to go to Vegas. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can go there once every 10 years. I go, oh yeah, fuck this place.
Yeah. It was fun. I
Whatever.
got drunk. I did drugs.
I do. I like to bet on some sports games. I like to do fantasy, but that's if like you made me go to if I had to play DraftKings at fucking Pato
Yeah.
and to drive there, go put in my lineup
Yeah.
in the machine.
You'd never
like,
do it.
Never. I'd never fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'd probably stop, but it's all going into the same shit.
Well, I think that's
They
part of the
keep
thing that
feeding
this,
you fucking. They want you to watch the NFL.
Yeah.
Fantasy fucking runs half the shit.
Yeah.
Betting runs the other fucking half of the shit now.
Well, and they're constantly advertising in every other
Yeah.
commercial on any sports channel.
But
Is
it's the
betting.
cycle. It keeps feeding in on itself and
Yeah.
growing. It grows in popularity because you have a stake in the game.
Sure.
And then you fucking care about the next part of it. It just keeps going. It's
Yeah.
it's a nonstop thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that's another thing that like,
But hold on, go to Madro's wife, Celia Flores, released from custody.
this one.
Let's fucking bet on it.
Oh, here. Maduro's wife.
Yes. Let's fucking bet on it.
Released from custody by
Oh, a date.
January 30th. Oh, geez. She missed that one.
No. It would either be this month or by the end of the year.
Oh, the end. Oh, my. Yeah. They're saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow. 53% people think that she'll be in fucking. I guess they're just saying she won't be released within the next month.
Yeah.
So, what is going on with this? Is she being held?
That bitch did it. That's all I know.
It's Maduro and his wife.
Yeah.
What do you think the war in Venezuela is really about? You think it's all those 7 dudes with drugs on boats?
Probably about Poly Market, I would guess. I got no fucking clue.
All right. Well, that's a good way to wrap it up. Let's do one more spin. Put some horrible shit into this. See what-
One more spin and then I'm gonna pee my pants.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna pee in your pants too.
Ooh. Lasagna. Lasagna tug. Please.
Police.
I wanted lasagna tug.
That was pretty funny. We were like, Kennedy, was that Kennedy? You're like, is your favorite band still NWA?
Please push.
Uh-oh. We're
Gay.
getting there.
It's gonna be gay.
Please push gay.
Oh wow, you were able to put it together by not clicking that. Please push gay. It's gonna be.
Oh, almost. Police
Insulated.
push insulated. What the fuck is that gonna give us? There it is. I'm kind of curious to see what this is. Police push pole machine. Police push car. Police.
What? Please push pull machine. Put that in. It's too many P's.
What do they call that? A alliteration.
Please push pull machine.
A lot of the same letter. What is this? What are the police doing with this police push pull machine?
Yeah. So pretend there's a black guy on the ground, right? So grab this. Kneel on his neck.
Two positions that you can perform when you're doing the push, whether it's the pair test or the POPAT test. So I generally find these are the two ideal positions, and anything else in between, it's less than ideal, and you end up working harder for it than necessary.
So
The first
is
position
that are those
I always
bags
suggest, and I always
there
try to get
a
people
black
to
man's
do as
limbs
much as
and then the
possible,
weight
is to
is
actually
a
be
police officer's
in tight
knee,
to
I'm
the
assuming?
machine,
I think it's a
close
quadriplegic,
to
right?
it.
Okay.
Now,
Fair
being
enough.
close to it doesn't mean I'm going to be standing like this.
Uh-oh.
I am still creating an angle with my body so that I use my legs to push.
Oh,
By
it is
keeping it
like an
tight,
actual push machine.
there's less distance I have to travel from one side to the other. So if I'm here and I'm moving,
Oh,
performing my rotation to this side, it's going to be fairly quick.
The
What is
fuck
that training
Yeah,
for?
what is it for?
Just
The
It's
second
like it
position
seems like an
attack. I
NFL
think you were right.
lineman sled.
is a more
mean,
extended
yeah.
position. It's
I
almost
guess
like
both of those
if
things
I
are
have
for
my arms
fighting
are
black
overhead
guys.
Yeah. True
Police,
enough.
police or
and I'm
NFL
now
linemen.
pushing in this manner. What that does is it gives you a lot more leverage, takes pressure off of your arms and upper body, and
Too much
essentially
pressure.
just lets the legs do all the work to push it in.
I don't like it.
Yep. Got to pee.
Me too. All right, we're out of here.
Kill it.
Peace out.